There were major concerns about Congress allocating funds to downtown and Georgetown where they wanted the money to go versus building up the city correctly. In 1802, Congress granted the city its own charter, authorizing a mayor appointed by the President of the United States. However, there was a lot of restrictions on the power that the mayor had over the city at the current time. Not to mention, this was a service done pro bono, meaning mayor and city officials did not receive any salary for their service to the city. Over time, more powers were given to the city officials to keep the city ordinance intact, to make sure there were no live geese or pigs lying around, to make sure that there was a budget for firehouses and things of that nature, water reservoirs and things of that nature. So basically, the mayor was appointed to delegate the funds and develop budgets to build the city up so that there would not be so much controversy with Congress building the city up the way they would want to.
Alright, what's up everybody? Welcome to DC Cult Season 2. It's your boy, Grape Jelly. We in the city, sunshine and beautiful. You know what I'm saying? We're going to really get into some DC culture today. And we about to go right here to the Capitol building. Go holler at my good man who about to step into politics. And we're going to, learn a little bit more about this DC culture. I done been studying, so I know a little bit about your history. Because if you don't know about your history, you don't know where you're going. So, in this here, right here, we're going to give you a lot, man. Right here, this is about the politics. And so that's what we talking about right now in this episode, politics. So like I said, we about to holler at my man. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes things can get a little touchy when talking with politics. So, hopefully he could speak on certain things. And if not, it's okay. It's no pressure. We just going to keep rocking out. You know what I'm saying? And we're going to see what else we can find out about the political structure in our nation's capital. You know what I'm saying? But right here at the Capitol, this is a little bit bigger than the nation's capital, even though it's not, because it's within the nation's capital. But this is like separate, because this is the whole world right here. The whole United States and then some more. You know what I'm saying? United Nations and then some more.
I mean, politics is about the people. We want representation. We want to be able to talk about things that's happening in our neighborhoods, and we want to be able to put our input into it. When I think about politics, I'm thinking about making a change around everybody around me, And for a person like me, with a background with living in affordable housing, I mean, it meant everything to me. I seen so many changes. I seen so many people getting pushed out. I didn't see nobody stepping up and wanting to be a voice for the community, not just the community where I lived at, but all diverses, all dimensions of communities all over Washington D.C. So I mean, I'm not selective in any group, but I'm most definitely for speaking for people who can't speak for themselves. If you're not involved in politics, then it's basically like you letting people tell you what to do day to day. You going with the flow. I mean, I like to be the flow. I like to be a part of selective situations where as though it could benefit different groups of people. And when you hear people cry out about problems they have, you should want to be involved with politics because you can be that person who can be the difference. You have the tool to be the difference.
Give you guys the tour. We're going to actually start here, and then we're going to go downstairs.
Corruption is always the first word that comes to mind, but I think that it's changing dramatically. I have friends who have grown up in DC and who were young and maybe a little dumb, as they would say, in their behavior, but they have grown into great young men and women who are very adamant about bringing change to this area. And I think that they are the ones that are bringing honor back to the politics in the DC area. One thing that I love to see here recently is driving through Maryland and DC and seeing all the black faces on the posters and seeing our community changing little by little and seeing the growth of the politicians, the congressmen, the people in wards, and learning more about those things because there's more of an active approach to getting the people involved. I don't remember that when I was younger. So I'm appreciative that even though corruption is my memory, that is dramatically changing in this era that we live in now. Because it affects the way of life. It affects our way of life. I'm not really big on politics. I never have been. But in the last few years, it has become a dramatic difference because the people that run this country are the people that run our lives to an extent. Of course, it shouldn't be that way. We're supposed to have liberty. We're supposed to have freedom. But depending on who's in office, whether it's a big office or a small office, they could take that freedom away at any moment. So there has been a shift in climate as it relates to when I was younger and politics really didn't matter, and now where every decision matters because the smallest decision can make a grand dent in our lives and in our way of living and in what we expect from day to day and even what happens when we walk out the door. So there's a major shift in being effective and knowing what's going on in politics.
Us black people, we make DC, you know what I'm saying? It's up to us for that change, you know what I'm saying? We don't see them other people, that shit start with us because it's happening to us, you understand? So that's what I look at, you know what I'm saying? We all stick together, man, we'll be a vicious, strong force, man, no hating, man, you hear me? So that shit, no relation, you hear me? Solid niggas only, man, that's a no. Why is it important? Because you gotta know what's going on. You feel me? You can't be lost to this shit, man. You feel me? You gotta know what's going on at every point, at every time. You understand? You gotta stay focused, man. You gotta be 20 steps ahead of the next man. 20 steps of the programs, all that shit, man. Because this shit designed to fuck us over. So us as people, you feel me? You gotta really stand tall and know what you know. You know what I'm saying? So I learned that from the best, man. You hear me?
DC politics to me is really, honestly, in my opinion, it affects me in ways I'm unsure that it affects me. I'm sure that it affects me and it affects my loved ones, but in terms of actually being full on involved in it, I really can't call it. I know where the mayor is, I know who my council member is, but in terms of their day-to-day and what they do, I'm really unsure of that, you know what I mean? I vote when it's my time to vote, but in terms of going to meetings and things of that nature, I work. So the majority of the time when those things are taking place, I'm at work. So it's really difficult to be all the way involved like that. But I definitely think politics is important. I think, you can read the newspaper, you can, there's different ways to find out at least what's going on. Because it will affect you even if you're aware or if you're unaware. And that's kind of my view on politics in terms of how it affects me and what I think about it, how it relates to DC.
That's a wrap, man. Good shit, bro. Love you, man, off of that shit.
One love.
For real.
That's
Appreciate it.
Yeah. I know you probably got, bust a move.
He good. It's 140. Go ahead and walk over there.
Hell yeah,
For the people, man, try to hand it. You in 40 building.
I know see you.
Yeah, you in the building.
They love us anyway. They know what the
Y'all
fuck
want
is
to slide over there and see more right quick.
Good shit.
Little light skin, y'all.
Oh, bullshit. It don't be seeming like that until you get up in here and walk and see it like this.
It's a big ass box, you heard me?
Yeah.
Hey, Boosie and them still in the joint, ain't they?
Get Boosie up still in there. Yeah, all that shit, let's mom.
So this joint divided though? Is it like a divide and shit?
No, it's just all this.
Yeah, like you know how
there.
Trinidad, they got the top and the bottom and shit like that? Y'all ain't got no shit like that.
Nah, you supposed like this could be down bottom and it'll be up top.
Yeah, or something like that.
I mean,
Cause we got a divide where it's though.
Cause you see, I walk up the steps, there's a little bit of divide apart.
Yeah.
Where people be hanging out here.
Yeah, like almost
I
like
see
it's
what
two
you're
separate
saying.
hoods
Yeah,
and shit, cause that's how that shit is.
It's the same
and when we was younger, it was like, you know what I mean, everybody was together, but it's like that shit almost like block to block, like, you know what I'm saying? And that's how the gentrification fucked us up, because it's like, you know what I'm saying? I mean, niggas like, hey,
I was fucking
ooh.
with a little dude from around Trinidad until we started beef rapping.
Nah, I already know.
You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah, nah, I don't know who, but I just know how that shit go, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah. He was Trinidad, little Easy Money, you probably know him.
Easy Money, I probably heard of him.
Yeah, he's a good rapper though.
I hung with a little, it's just so many little dudes around there. I hung with the dudes
You
really
see
getting
this shit
money.
all day.
Yeah, I hung with like the older guys that getting money and shit. Whereas the niggas who y'all probably, cause
you was some kids 4 years old, like Roman Cannon.
Yeah.
Just really thugging hard.
But we gonna see back tonight.
Oh yeah?
We gonna see back tonight at Fast Eddie.
Oh yeah, that's alright. Oh, they ain't at the Aqua tonight?
Huh? They hit the Aqua, I'm tripping. Yeah, they hit the Aqua.
They in that Aqua, they be smoking heavy in there though.
Yeah.
Then I can take y'all with my little goons at.
Yeah.
With my little goons.
Yeah.
I love young niggas out there really fucking forward,
Yeah.
front line. You already know what it is. They come over this bitch, you heard me? You gonna hear this shit all day.
Yeah, the youngest off the little go-go.
This is got old head.
You gonna hear like multiple Jones and multiple parking lots. Everybody gonna have their fucking speakers out this bitch. Doing that little thing, you heard me? This should be this the life of Lynch Mob right here. Get a bit though. Some real gangster shit. We used to play, I swear to God, that tree right there, we used to play fucking basketball in that bitch. What time, man? What time? Know what it is. Wow, what's up, nigga? Ain't shit cool and lying low and playing slow. One of my little goons right here. I see you trucking that bitch in the back, huh?
Ain't nothing wrong with that.
You gonna be lit later on. You already know. Later on, you really putting on. Yeah, you already know what it is. Yeah, we just play motherfucking one-on-one right here. Then before we got caught, see, at first we ain't had no courts in this bitch. Like we had actually went in another nigga hood and started taking their basketball courts. Yeah. And on my mom and putting them up in the parking lot and really shooting ball. Because this is all we had right here. And there wasn't too many niggas that can really play ball. Like, you can play a good 5-on-5 in that little corner and shit, you heard me?
Yeah, lack of resources.
We used to do that shit, you did?
Yeah, lack of resources.
Yeah, we had took up court. We had took a court and placed in this, we used to be on this parking lot. And we'll be on top parking lot too. Like I
see,
said,
that's that bullshit, bro. Yeah, and see, they set you, you know, those motherfuckers that sit in here, and then they give you no resources because they want you to go at each other.
This where Dole used to live at right here.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Yeah. How many fucking playgrounds we got around the building?
No bullshit. That's why I say this junk big as shit. My man Lynch, people used to live over here. I used to come I used to come fuck with Lynch over here. I used to come around here a lot for real, just off the humble. You know what I'm saying?
Right now, this shit just chilled out right now.
Yeah.
See that motherfucker, but I tell you, boy, when
I'm lying.
They know I'm around this bitch. They know I'm about to bring the bottles out. They know I'm about to do my little thing. You hear me?
Yeah.
Everybody drink. Like I say, you see, I come through this bitch. Nigga, everything on me.
Yeah.
And now I tell I don't pay for nothing around this bitch.
Yeah.
I'm the president of this bitch for real, dog. On some real gangster shit. I done put blood, sweat, and killed for this shit, dog.
Yeah.
My mama, you heard me? I'm like the Soldier Slim of this bitch. Real talk. Ain't no fucking secret in life.
Yeah, they respect.
You heard me?
Yes, sir.
So yeah, we gonna get in this bitch, be lit. This right here used to be, this parking lot used to be pumping back in the day. This joint used to be, that used to be the spot.
Around here for I think it was back.
You know what's real crazy in life? They put this big ass school right here. Like that shit's like shocking the shit out of me. Because this is like one of the most dangerous hoods right now. And you put a big ass school in this bitch. Like on some real gangster shit. And when these bullets start flying, you know what I mean? This shit don't be having no name. I just don't feel like, and then it's by halfway house. Like you got pedophiles, everybody come through this bitch. So I don't really know why they put that motherfucker right that bitch. That shit threw me for a major loop in life, but you know, I'm rocking my sister clothing line too, dog. Like our whole family just be doing shit, making major moves in life, you heard me? This call that shit LBMG, let me see great shit, you heard me? You know what it is, yeah? Boy, I think she might, you know, she afford the building now. What? On my mama, we ain't got her no more. What? My mama, we ain't got her no more. Yeah. Hell no. 250. Hell no. That big ass school. What? Yeah, we got Turner now. Oh, take it to my little goons right quick.
Oh, that's crazy more than 40 bills. I'd have been sick all that.
Yeah, shit, I'm sick.
Hey.
was turning. Little short jaw like that, nice little ass, huh? Big little jump. Down these alleys right here, you really can sell liquor at. Like, we ain't even had to go to the liquor store. We ain't had to go to the liquor store, none around this bitch. That's why for real, some real gangster shit, that's why I don't really know DC like that, because everything we needed was in Lynchmont. Shit, we ain't had to go to the club, because shit, somebody had a big ass house party. We got the picture booths, like we had our own little culture.
Y'all
in this
got
bitch.
your own economy,
my
basically.
mama,
Your brother
you heard
said,
me?
he said, I ain't worried about their money, I'm worried about my shit.
Man, we was getting this shit, we was getting this bitch
Y'all
lit.
all entrepreneurs.
Like a little broad came out of this bitch from Pittsburgh. You heard me? And she like, man, take me where it's popping at. Actually, where she was at. Actually, where she came at.
Yeah.
Lynch
To the
mob.
land.
That's all I know is popping.
To the land, to the motherfucking land.
She had the time of her life. Like we was up in the bitch, really just chilling.
Yeah.
Drink was on me, you heard me? We did our little thing, you heard me?
Yeah.
We was really living life. You heard me? She
Yes,
came through this mob shit and then she seen what this shit was all about up here. From Pittsburgh, dog.
Yeah.
And what I'm trying to tell you, that's when you know when you're somebody out this bitch, when motherfuckers put that gas in their car and come all the way from Pittsburgh to DC to see you. Nigga, you're doing something great, you heard me?
Yes, sir.
That's why I got my shirt on, let me be great. Just let me be great.
I came over here Christmas with Trayon. He was passing out the toys Christmas Eve.
Yeah, Trayon be around this bitch.
Yeah, Trayon.
I remember Trayon, when Trayon, before he became a city council and shit, he was always for the community and shit, you heard me? And that's what went back then. But my name was really ringing in a negative way. But I caught like the positive, I caught all the politic people because I had so much influence and shit that it was just crazy, you heard me? So that started the organization with that piece of holic shit, you heard me? And I started like realize eating with the fucking mayor and shit, dog. Like on some real gangster shit. I'm in the skybox and shit, you heard me? With the fucking mayor, dog, with my mama. Like, that's when I knew, like, come on, we come across this bitch. You good? Access has been granted. Access has been motherfucking granted. Ain't no secret in life. I love goons right here. These niggas here.
Give my man Hank, man, we're on Wellington Park, man, giving back. We spent the whole week giving back. Hank joined us, man. We got a lot of good brothers. Rest in peace, Christopher Burry, man, who started to come around here, get me to come around here doing good work in this community. There's a whole lot to do. Just giving away toys is never going to be good enough. But today we play our part. Today is the 24th. I can't guarantee you know about me.
Hey, Miss Reese. Hey,
what's up, baby? How you doing?
Coming out.
Oh, you're female.
At the end of the day, you know what I'm saying? Like with DC, man, just living in DC and understanding the culture of DC, man, like politics, like this is a political city. It's definitely a political city, and you gotta understand the landscape of what's going on. Like, that's how a lot of people get trick bagged and end up getting put out. I ain't necessarily get put out the city, but in the essence do get put out the city. Cause you know what I'm saying, they let stuff fly over their head, or they don't, you know, research and think a little bit deeper than, you know what I'm saying, face value on what's going on. And it's like, man, we see it every day. You know what I'm saying? Like right now, I never would have thought, I rode up Saratoga Avenue earlier today, I never would have thought in my lifetime that I would have seen one of them buildings, man, half knocked down. Like, dog, that's just unheard of, man, and it's happening. You go uptown, you ride on Capitol Street, you ride around the corridors, man, you see that joint boarded up, that thing like a ghost town from time to time. You know, at one point in time, man, it was one of the most popular neighborhoods in the whole DMV. I don't even use the word DMV because I'm from DC. You know what I'm saying? But, man, you definitely gotta stay, man. You gotta stay on point with what's going on. Right now, it's an early election. A lot of people don't even know it's early voting going on right now. You know what I'm saying? People just see the signs of it. They don't really understand what it's about. I think it's promotion, but early voting going on right now. You know what I'm saying? A lot of new laws have been passed in the city. You got the marijuana law. the decriminalization of marijuana, but a lot of people don't even really know what that entails. So at the end of the day, people think they get trick bagged, but the information is out there. You just gotta, man, go reach it and learn and put it in the plate. You know what I'm saying? So it's, man, the gun laws done got a little bit less strict in DC. You know what I'm saying? At one point in time, you couldn't own a pistol in your home to protect your home. Now you can get a license to have a pistol in your house. You know what I'm saying? Now they got concealed carry. They got concealed carry laws in DC now. You know what I'm saying? Like at the end of the day, that's all about the change of the landscape of the district. As you see new and more folks coming there, that's the reason why these changes are happening. Because they want to protect themselves. They want to do recreational things and be able to sit in their house and smoke weed. You know what I'm saying? To each his own. I don't partake in those things, but you know what I'm saying? If that's what a grown individual wants to do, let them. I mean, hey, it is what it is, man. If it's keeping the bodies down, it's keeping, man, kids out the way, and all of that type of stuff.
One day, keep the kids out the streets and out here. I'm gonna go back when my man was talking about DC. Back then, DC, man, you would walk down the street drinking a beer, man. You remember back then? You would drink a beer.
They used to sell single beers. Like, you can't buy single.
Hey.
You can't buy single beers in places now. You know what I'm saying? Like, they changed the law with that. You
know what I'm saying? Back then, you used to do all that.
I thought they used to call it quality of life.
You can't do none of that. You know what I'm saying? That's why, because he bring me back. Because he bring me real back for real. Because back in the days, man, we did something, man, y'all ain't never heard about. You know what I'm saying?
I wasn't involved in it.
You know what I'm saying? He was on the post. You know what I'm saying? I'm going to tell you though, man, back in the days.
That should be enough for today. For today, Christine? Hold up. Don't give up. I do something 50.
These Jones like that. Vote Nathan Brown.
Hey, how you doing, Mom?
Yeah, how you doing?
I'm running for Ward 6 counts, but yeah, cut it off.
I gave it to all his hair.
Yeah, I had to cut it off. I'm trying to do something big for big change. I had to make a big change. I need the results.
I told her that was you. Yeah.
They didn't know, huh?
No.
I ain't know how long we been in there, huh, Mom? Okay. Okay. So the little boy, I might even interview her. This the elderly right here. Give her 2 minutes, Mom. So the little boy, I've been in it, right?
That's right.
Representing the community. Started from my mother, right? Day one.
Yeah.
We gonna get it done. We gonna win. And I'm gonna take care of you, Mom. I'm gonna come take care of you. Believe that. Right? Most definitely.
You know I'm for you.
I already know. Well done.
I passed the word.
Which address you got, Warren? Which address you got? We're out here, we need y'all to sign these petitions, man. What address you got, G-Rod? What address you got? Yeah. Any of y'all got addresses around here? Who is it? Nate Brown. I'm running for Ward 6 councilman. I've been around here all my life. Can I talk to you for a moment?
I haven't even got address.
Most definitely, miss. I will be around. All right, you have a good day. All right? Okay. Huh? Yeah, I'm trying to put the sign up. Everybody needs this shit. You better put the sign up. Everybody don't get this shit. Oh, girl. Keep it going.
That's for sure.
Huh? Okay, yeah, signatures. That's it. All we doing is right around good signatures. We just need that to get double level, get the same places. Yeah. That's Bernie need 901 for real. I say he need 901.
Yeah, that's funny as shit right there.
What? Which one?
That shit right there. You seen your new match, the little jump hanging in the jump, the little white.
Oh, on the window?
That's right, because I wanted to film this jump without. Oh, that's Trump? Yeah, I wanted to film the jump, but I didn't want to be all in the window, but.
That joint like that. It's right there.
Miss Holiday. That's right, bro.
Yeah, God put them on there. That's how you get them stamped. Let them know I've been around here. Put this one on this door. They'll get back in touch with me. Guaranteed.
Which street Ward 6 started?
We got Southwest Waterfront right here up to 7th Street, Benner Road all the way over to Benner Road to 21st, and we got Capitol Hill. So them and all 4 quadrants touch the city.
Basically, hot.
Yeah, exactly. All 4 quadrants touch. What's the name? It's Ward 6. Yeah, all 4 quadrants: southeast, southwest, northeast, northwest. Exactly.
Around the Capitol.
Midtown. We got it. We own this.
Yeah, only ghetto is located downtown.
Oh, so you just said a mouthful right there with that shit.
Born to say everybody.
Oh man, yeah, that's crazy though.
I pay attention. Our city was majority black until like 4 years ago.
Yeah.
Since the 50s, the 1950s.
Yeah.
They sold the city.
Yeah.
Sold our houses. They gave the houses away.
Gave him away, yeah.
Vote for Nathan Brown. Sandbox.
That's
He the
real.
only one fighting for his parking lot.
Yeah, that's real, cause it's
Ain't
like
none of his friends helping.
you gotta start pushing like
As soon as
that.
he get the building up, they gonna want to move in.
Yeah, cause they know it's Nate. But it's like
Nah,
you gotta
they
be
gonna know
here.
this home.
Yeah.
Ain't no place like home.
Yeah, yeah.
I'm sorry, Miss Holiday.
You want a cigarette? I'll be there.
My friend, he was
Hey,
running to Ward 60 trying to get your signature so you can vote for him.
Oh, no.
Nathan Brown,
Nah, this our friend.
he grew up around here. He you gonna come down?
Well, this has always been a political town, always, and most people know that. I always vote. In fact, I voted today in the primary. I always vote, and most of the time, the people I vote for win. I voted for Mayor Gray the last 4 years, and he did not win, and I was quite disappointed. I did not vote for Muriel Bowser the last time, but I voted for her today because I had nobody else to vote for. And we're at the point now, it's a dilemma. You have to vote for the lesser, okay? And I voted for Muriel Bowser because she was the best of the two.
Oh, right, voting for the lesser 2 evils.
Okay, I had to vote for the less of the. It was 3 people running, and I voted for her. And I'm gonna be honest, she's done a fairly good job. I'll say she has, even though I didn't vote for her. She's done a fairly good job. And I'm hoping. There's an article in the paper said she has not done enough for Wards 7 and 8. It always seems that they're always left out. So I'm hoping this will change.
Okay. Why is it important to know about DC politics?
Oh, well, one thing is important to vote. If you don't do anything else, you must vote. Some people think that their vote does not count, but it counts. That's why we have some of the people in office now, because when you don't vote, if you don't vote, it's like voting for the wrong person, okay? Because your vote counts. And that's how we got Trump and a whole lot of other people, because some people do not vote. Politics has always been and always will. Money make things happen. You got to believe it, because money talks. And this is what happens in this town. And one thing you do have in your favor, you can vote. The people who are going to do what you want them to do, you vote for them. The people that's not going to do what you want them to do, don't vote for them.
See, I don't really know nothing about politics and stuff like that, so I don't even really get into that. But now, like I said, I'm in the workforce now. I work for an agency that politics shit go hand in hand with. So it's just like, man, this is a powerful city, man. And at the end of the day, they are coming, and these schools better be good because the people that's coming here, the newcomers, they're gonna complain about it, and when they complain, stuff happens. So our city, you're trying to put, I don't really know how to explain it, but it's like when the other people come here and these school systems not right, and they moving in these, gentrified neighborhoods, and that's the only school for their child to go to, and they complaining about it, man, changes happen. So this, man, I don't know. It's a hard question because it's like, I'm a hustler, so I know how to get it regardless, you feel me? And it's just like, I can't let the political, but it play a major part, man, because a lot of resources don't go in areas that it need to go in. And it's like, we all know the areas ward, I feel as though Ward 5 through 8, that's where resources should be at. The other wards need resources as well, but you feel me? But it's just different over there. It's like we do got like powerful like councilmen that's trying to do their thing. It's just like I don't know how to say it. It's just like it's like the same story. We crying out for help and they gonna never help us, bruh. It's important to know about politics because if you know about it, you could actually really make change. Like if you could really motivate your people, inspire your people, influence your people to get out and vote for you. If you running for something and get them to go to that ballot, it could really make change. But like you said, everything is political. So they see you trying to do something positive and make change, but they still try to tear you down. I guess it's because how you look or your image. I don't know, but it's important to know about politics. That's all I know about politics. If you really get a big body of people to vote for your campaign and get on your initiatives, y'all can really make change.
DC politics, man.
Only politic I like in DC right now is Trayvon White and what he doing for the South Side.
That's it.
I respect him for that. For me growing up, when I first was born, I was living around here and moved to the South Side. So, watch the South Side change a lot. And I appreciate him and everybody behind him doing their thing. They trying to make a way from the killing and all that, So shout out to everybody doing that.
Facts.
That's the only politician I can.
On my side, so I gotta go with Trayvon.
That's the only politician I can honestly say I like in the city besides Marion Barry.
Yeah, he's gone now.
Yeah. So
we're white.
I don't know Bowser or none of them. You know what I'm saying? So I wouldn't even speak on what they got going on because I don't know none of that shit they got going on. Why would it be important?
Yeah, it'd be important. You need to know what's going on in your city.
You need to know what's going on in your neighborhoods, what type of outreach programs they got going on, what kind of benefits they offering.
Your kids about to grow up in this too.
They
gotta realize who the people that's going to do better.
From the people that's standing behind it, you don't never know what they really offer until you actually click on the link on the government page and actually read what's actually going on. And how people feeling about it, and how can you go about it. So, the summer jobs program's good, the project empowerment programs. It's cool for the people that's just coming home. But when you got people that's not locked up and transitioning to project empowerment, it's kind of hard to say, man, when you can walk down the street, you used to can walk down the street and get a job right then and there. So I know it's hard out here when you got to go in there and transition yourself from what you used to getting yourself job readiness with the cover letters and all that. That's a big step for the city, but they can offer more jobs for people who are more qualified and stop trying to pay people stipends. You know what I'm saying? That's not cool when you know your worth ethic is more than what you're getting paid for. Like what they was paying, $10.50. $9, so your check's only like $500 on a good day.
Can't even eat for it.
You know what I'm saying? The bills nowadays, man, is outrageous.
They try and raise minimum wage. They should have been did it though, man.
Minimum wage is up in the city. I'm talking about in Project Empowerment.
That's the thing though. They got a minimum wage that set as 12 something, but you giving the stipends out for 9.
Yeah, that's wrong.
Make minimum wage. If y'all giving them job readiness training and planning to be job ready, they need to be paid salaries.
Yeah, that's true.
They ain't gonna graduate and get their job readiness certificate and everything, and they like, damn, I'm still making 9 something. Like, if they graduated and complete all the trainings and qualifications to get a job, why you paying them people nonsense?
Then you wonder why they gravitate back to the streets. Man, we got bills, y'all. Like, people got real life bills to pay. People got kids. You just can't be giving that man little snacks. That's a snack. $500, nigga, that's your light bill. Nigga rent like 15. And that's not even in a real life community. That's like in a motherfucking, they accept Section 8 and vouchers and all that. You see what I'm saying? So y'all gotta play fair. Y'all ain't even playing fair with people. Y'all want people to abide by, you know, do this, work this 9 to 5, do this, woo, but you're not even helping the man for real. Like, you making pennies.
They gotta stop all this, not trying to get people housing. Like, they said, as much as authority and stuff as y'all put in these jobs, y'all should do the same thing for housing for real. Like, there's people out here who really need housing. Like, they want their own. They got probably a good job and everything, but probably they got felonies or something. Like, the same effort y'all put in making people get jobs, put in housing too. So a lot of people that need places that will work for it. Everybody in D.C. ain't lazy. That's probably their perception of us as we lazy. We black people, we lazy. Nah, we not.
It's not a lower class.
We see more for us. We don't settle for less.
D.C. got a $14 billion budget, and I don't see how when there's a lot of lower classes going on. You know what I'm saying? And like you said, people do gravitate back to the streets because the housing cost is ridiculous right now. Like, it's outrageous. It's messed up, but I mean, shit, I'm paying $14.50. And I wish sometimes I could go home and live with my mother again. This shit deep out here, man.
Yeah.
How you feel out here?
I'm working. What's up? You at Ward 6?
Who else?
That's Ward 6. I need your signature, Vic. Hold on. They about to bring my clipboard back now.
You trying to get your report back?
Oh, man, you know me. I'm fighting for everything. Mr. Ward 6 in
Thank you again, man.
Thank you so much.
Sweetie. Good
Okay.
luck.
Thank you. First name, last name, address. Don't forget your partner, signature date. Okay, I'm about to come right here. All right.
Yeah, we grew up together. He always been a good, you know, younger than me. I watched him grow up, so you know, I'm glad he's trying to do something for the hood. You know, it's good. You know, I hope they do get it back. That'd be a good thing. But I'm glad somebody trying to make a change around here.
Yeah, that's what's up.
Killing.
Yeah.
So it's good that they trying to do something for it.
Switch it up, yeah. Educate the people.
Killing. I came over since about 30 years. They've been killing ever since, and it's still. I'm not just getting a little better since they didn't close down all this stuff. Hey, Christina. Fine.
Yeah, that's real.
Yeah, I mean, I hope you do get this thing back together, cause yeah, you know, we came around these kids, and you know, I don't know what happened, but I mean, I hope it get better. Go Nate, just get this thing back.
See politics, a bunch of shady shit. I mean, without getting too caught up in a bunch of shit. I mean, you know. I mean, this shit was built like this. If you really want to ask me, I mean, everything was built so that we could, you know, like, we could stay like this. The blacks could stay just like this. And I'm not saying that you don't, like, you know, you don't have a choice on whether you want to stay in a particular spot, because I believe that everything is a choice. You know what I'm saying? So you got the choice to get out. You know, you got opportunities, even though they seem slight and they might even seem like they're not in your favor. You still got opportunity. So with opportunity, you gotta be resilient and make something happen. I mean, that's how niggas got out of slavery, or not necessarily out of slavery, but fought through it and was able to make it through to where we are now. You know what I'm saying? And that's what kills me now today with a lot of people that look like me. You know what I'm saying? And how we feel and how people just say fuck everything. You know what I'm saying? Don't nobody want to fight for nothing no more. We don't have no more leaders, no more martyrs. People who are willing to die for what they believe in. Like, I'm willing to die for what I believe in. Fuck that shit. And I'm not just saying that shit. Like, if I really believe in some shit, not cold-heartedly believe in it, I'd die for it. You know what I'm saying? And that's what we need out here. Like, motherfuckers got to stop talking, you know what I'm saying, and really take some action. Like, you know what I'm saying? The reason that we don't have no voice for real in this political shit is because we ain't buy in a long time ago. I'm just going to be honest. buying in. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, motherfuckers like, what you mean buy in? Nigga, buy in the same way the Jews and everybody else did it, motherfucker. Buy in. You got to pay your way. You got to pay how you weigh. You know what I'm saying? You can't think that you about to get something because you feel like you just deserve it. I mean, yeah, everybody humans and we supposed to have shit, but nigga, you got to go get what's yours. You got to earn your keeps. You got to make shit happen. Man, that nigga, back in the day, motherfuckers don't know much about this shit because we wasn't around them, but I do a little bit of reading. That whole shit between Booker T. Washington and W.E.B. Du Bois, you know what I'm saying? That whole shit was about buying in for real. And niggas feeling like we shouldn't have to buy the shit. We've been doing this shit for so long. We want what's ours. And yeah, that's cool. That was the W.E.B. Du Bois. Fuck that. We not gonna do that. We gonna get it. We need it now. That's our shit. Let's go take it. We need it now. We shouldn't have to show and prove shit. We done it all. I get all that. That's cool. I get that, man. I'm with that. We shouldn't have to prove shit, but at the same time, my nigga, it ain't about proving now. We got to buy in. If we in control, like this the thing, understand the setting, man. If we already in control of shit, like, mind you, we were slaves. So that means we already knew how to, we was the niggas who was doing all the, we was the blacksmiths. We was the niggas who was doing all the agricultural work. Everything that you needed to do to survive, we was already doing. We was the kings of that shit. We ran that shit. That was all our shit. White folks ain't not do that shit because we was too busy running their land. We was too busy doing the shit for the horses and putting the horseshoes and shit on it and making the weapons and doing the metal and shit. We did all that. You know what I'm saying? So back then when he was saying that shit, we had a Tuskegee Institute, which was all about, you know, the agriculture and the technology and shit and flying the plane and doing all that shit. We should have been taking advantage of that shit and really mastering that shit. So now, right now, 2018, they'd be coming to us. They would have to come to us because we controlled all that shit. We would have had the control of that shit then. Where now, literally, we would own that shit. That would be all us. All we got is entertainment. You understand what I'm saying? Like, motherfuckers get what I'm trying to say. Like, a nigga was trying to hip us then, but because we so narrow-minded, niggas be so petty-minded about shit because they done made us think that that's what it's supposed to be like, because the battle royales making us fight over fake money, making us fight each other, kill each other about the bullshit, and making us think that, you know, that nigga better than him because he light-skinned and you dark-skinned. That's some bullshit. All niggas need to do is get together, man. We already had the shit. We already had it. Niggas gave that shit away a long time ago and said, fuck it, for some money. That ain't even real. That shit is a Federal Reserve note, my nigga. Exactly what it say on the fucking money. It's a fucking note. It's an IOU. That mean when that shit go, you don't have shit. Ain't nothing. It ain't even real. The money ain't even backed by nothing for real no more in the United States. If you really want to know, why do you think they killed the nigga over there? We ain't gonna talk about the African shit. Why they killed the nigga when they was trying to get their shit back by the resources. Woo! Shh. Our money used to be backed by gold. We backed by oil now. That's what the whole shit a bit was with the debt and the 51% and all them China owning all our debt, and that's why everything's still flowing right now because we got the oil. We control the oil. Our money backed by oil, fools. And then we don't even own our money. It's owned by a privately owned bank. The Federal Reserve knows it's a bank. They ain't even fucking government. You really want to get into some shit? Let's talk about, should we really be paying taxes? Wow. I ain't gonna talk on that because they really might be trying to get a nigga in. But yeah, this shit is real. Like, nigga, go look this shit up, man. It's all out there for you to know. You know what I'm saying? And we steadily caught up in this bullshit. Politics, man, that shit is a game too, for real. It's a game that they playing. Bunch of shady business. The president don't even run this shit for real. It's a nigga, he a puppet. A bunch of puppets. We don't know who the fuck really running shit. That's how they wanted to be. They talked about that shit in, what was it, Atlas Shrugged, some wild shit like that. It's some wild book they wrote back in the 70s. They talking about some wild shit. But, man, look, there's a lot of shit they don't want to know, man. You know what I'm saying? I'm just letting you know. I'm here. I ain't no dummy and I know. You know what I'm saying? The thing is just that, man, I don't want to say black folks because I don't even like to use black folks. But for lack of a better word, black folks, the people that look like me and you, man, you know, we brainwashed a little bit. They done brainwashed our ass. So, you know, we all fucked up. So when the niggas come to you with some real shit, it sound, you know, like a fairy tale, like some shit that's too far-fetched for you to get because it don't make sense in your reality. But the reality is that you ain't really in reality. You living in a fantasy. Yeah, because it's hard to talk about politics when it's hard. You can't even talk about the shit because it ain't, what the fuck is it? Like that shit don't really exist. That shit some shit. That shit some shit to keep you focused in on some shit that don't really exist. It ain't really going on because they got some other shit that they doing on the background to keep you. You know what I'm saying? That's just why you like anytime there's war shit going on or some shit going on. I'm trying to figure out what the fuck they doing in that fucking house in the Congress. What fucking law they trying to pass right now? They don't want us to know nothing about. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm telling you, they be passing some shit through without you knowing nothing about it because you so busy caught up on, man, that we fighting and niggas trying to keep in the war because they know that shit fucked up too, but they passing some other fucked up shit. You know what I'm saying? That shit crazy, man. Shit crazy. All this shit shady business. And the people who in it, man, they know. But because of the way the world is set up, man, you can't really like you gotta either, you gotta sink or swim. You know what I'm saying? Like, you gotta make your choice. Everything is a choice. You gotta make a choice. You know what I'm saying? I mean, good or bad. And then really think, man, the thing is, ain't no such, I mean, the universe don't know good or bad. And this is without getting too caught up in all the extra shit. The universe don't know good or bad. You know what I'm saying? The universe only knows what you give it. You understand what I'm saying? So let me give you an example. So let's say we take two people, quote unquote, the nicest person in the world and quote unquote the baddest person in the world. You understand what I'm saying? The meanest person. And you take them and you throw both of them off the highest building you can find onto the concrete. They both gonna die. You understand what I'm saying? The universe don't know to save him because he been good his whole life, and the universe don't know to kill him because he been bad his whole life. The universe only know what you give it. You know what I'm saying? So at the end of the day, man, you gotta really like, man, they not telling us shit. They don't want you to know shit. And this shit be in books. This shit you can find out. Matter of fact, you ain't even gotta look it up half the time. This shit be in you. You already be knowing. You just don't be wanting to acknowledge and answer, you know what I'm saying, accept the fact that this is what it is. This is what the shit really be, man. Better get with it, man. Man, understand what's going on, man. You know what I'm saying? Like, people don't want you in tune with yourself. Genius don't mean because you smart, my brother. Genius is some shit that you was born with, some shit that's in you. Go look up the word genius, the original meaning of the word. They done changed the shit up so many times in the Webster Dictionary because it's a man-written dictionary that you'll never know what shit mean for real. But a genius ain't got nothing to do with your actual education and your smarts. They got something to do with your who you are, your chi, your what you made up of. You know what I'm saying? A person is a genius, not because they smart, but because of who they are. They naturally bright. You understand what I'm saying?
DC politics. I think that I disagree with you on that. I think that you got a lot of men coming home from prison that went in the 80s and the 90s and the 2000s, and they coming home now, and they kind of grew and matured and got their mind right. I think that we should take over our community, and we should run for city council, or get somebody like you that's young and make you be our city councilor, and we should run for agency and all that. We should take over our community, because when we don't feel like we own this and this ain't ours, and then other people make laws that affect us, we're gonna be the ones getting locked up for some laws that people that don't even live right here is making. So I think that we should just change our mentality when it comes to that. I love the hood, but we should own the hood. We should take over the hood. I'm talking about all over DC, everywhere. Like the men that's coming home from prison that can get the youngins that they have influence over. And we can organize and we can go door to door because this is our community. If we done took bullets for this community. I got shot 4 times. I got stabbed 6 times. And I did 18 years for this block, for 640. This is my block. So why shouldn't one of my homies be over this joint as the city councilor or ANC commissioner or anything dealing with politics? We earned that right. Then somebody just came here from, ain't been here in 5 years and they running everything. Nah.
I agree. Niggas should step up, be more law.
What do you ask?
About the politics and shit. Like, what comes to mind when you think about politics?
Well, basically coming back from what he said, we gotta get more into it. Basically, it's not that the other people are running it. We are not into it.
Right.
Like it ain't
And
that.
that's what
it ain't that we can't run it.
That's right.
You know what I'm saying?
If you look in Ward 8, excuse me, if you look in Ward 8 with Trayon White, it's a bunch of homicides over in Ward 8. But it's us being killed by us. White people don't care about that. So they're not going to put no resources into preventing violence and crime because you know violence comes from unemployment and lack of resources. So they're not going to put no resources in Ward 8 because they don't care. It ain't them dying. So we care, so we should control the politics in Ward 8. We should control the politics here. We should control the politics in D.C. since we are still the majority.
Yeah, but that is right. But people gotta get on their shit, and it's not like they not gonna let no nigga, they not gonna let no black man that's still standing right here smoking weed out here with us every day doing this, get into no politics and run the motherfucking thing.
That's the gift
Nigga,
of the curse, man.
But no, listen, no, you right.
Curse, you can't have really no say so in it.
It ain't that. But listen, can I finish?
Boy.
That's where the guys in the fucking neighborhood find the right 2 or 3 youngers that ain't doing nothing. That live here because they gotta be here, and help them and push them to be something that they need and want them to be.
I agree with that.
It ain't that we can't do it. That's how it should be. But no, that's what I'm saying. That's if they not into that, then they not into that.
See, I don't agree with that. See, we trendsetters.
But
if you can make a man wear skinny jeans, you can start a trend.
If you could get him to see the bigger picture and get him to see, like, look, man, you not doing none of this that you see us doing, bro. We gonna help you go through school. We gonna help you do everything you need to do. You need some shoes, nigga. $20 a piece. That ain't nothing. You know, the fuck you could be the flyest youngin' now as long as you getting straight A's in school, nigga. You going to college and you coming back to run some shit right here, bro. There's no reason why the guys in the neighborhood that's doing whatever get my butt. But like he said, it gotta be that right youngin' that really wanna do it and ain't gonna get sidetracked. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, people could get sidetracked by any fucking thing. It don't gotta be the money, it don't gotta be shit. Nigga get a piece of pussy and fuck up his whole train of thought about anything.
But then that thing, we gotta educate our community.
That's it.
Because you know, it's war on our community. They waging war on our community. They when you set a Walmart in our community, the people who are ignorant say that's good. But the Walmart gonna shut down the mom and pop store that's been there 30 years. That we grew up, that we used to go to when we ain't had no money. We could tell Pops. Send us with a note.
We could tell Pops at the dollar store, man, let me owe you $2. Pops can't tell Walmart that. You know what I mean? They want all this. You know what I mean?
That
Facts.
can't relate to us.
Yeah.
And then they put these new factories all around here, but they don't hire us. They don't be us working there.
That's why I don't set these junks on fire.
Bodini's. Yeah, young brother trying to run for Ward 6 Council.
You registered for my wife? Oh, man. You ready to register? I got my registration cards, man. You ready? Yeah, man, I gotta get that right, man. I need all y'all right, man. I'm gonna get y'all there. We're gonna deliver you to the promised land.
in here? How you get up in here? Yeah.
It's like 3 different sets.
I love goons right here. These niggas here. I say get them, they got you. I swear to God, you heard me?
Yeah, we used to come. My cousin used to be over here. We used to come get the weed.
know.
Back in the day before they even had pack, we used to come get the weed from right here. My man cousin used to have that weed.
Keep it in life.
Yeah, niggas used to play that south side a lot after the go-go and shit back in the
It's
day.
that lane shit right here.
Yeah.
It's a whole rock of kids out this bitch. Doing that little thing, you heard me? What's up? What's up? Real cold blooded goons, you heard me? What's up?
Oh yeah. Gang shit.
Yeah, a whole lot of that shit.
Fuck you up.
You already know what it is.
Lane with it.
Ain't no secret.
Hills up forever.
Ain't no secret in life. Real shooters, real shooters.
Hey, what they call this right
This the lane right here.
This Langston Lane, that's Wood Lane. This Langston Lane, this Wood Lane.
This the lane right
I never knew this.
Yeah.
Oh, this what Troy used to do.
Yeah, check them out. Yeah, ain't no secret. Get them. You know what's out.
I ain't doing too much.
Yeah, doing this thing. Yeah. Ain't no secret.
I ain't 44. You in 44?
Yeah. You got this bitch stuck hard on the lane. You see what it is? Little young niggas out this bitch really doing their little thing. You heard me? See, we keep walking out this bitch.
Come on, man. This got to stop, man.
Whoa, Will, what's up, nigga? What's up, man? What's up? You good? What's up, so we don't have a shot? Nah, we just shooting a little DVD right now, you heard me? Come on, that bitch later on. We been that bitch up top. You already know what it is. What's up, nigga? Huh? Throw that hell's up. Y'all know what it is? Throw that shit up, nigga. Huh? Yeah. I know what it is. Yeah. Real lynch mob shit. You know what it is. Hey, Rail. What's up, nigga?
What's this Exodus John? The treatment John? This ain't one of them. That's just like a rehab or
I
something.
don't know what the fuck that is. To keep it going, I think they don't just fake it.
Oh man. Nah, you want some real shit, nah. That's how them motherfuckers do. Alright, he been right here. Hey, yeah, motherfucker, you right. You motherfuckers be stealing this shit.
Yeah, I don't know what the fuck.
Put that little front on there and just getting money, getting grant money, all that shit. And they know, look, they know nobody gonna come check them out because of where they at. So they probably, like you said, that's some little sneaky shit. Man,
they gonna just fade it.
Exodus.
I know young niggas be going crazy. Gotta check them out. Yeah. I told you, man, this shit. This all a nigga know right here. You know, the nigga ain't over there, nigga over here. Chillin' in the lane. And I love things. See niggas around this bitch. Ain't too many niggas walking around with all this ice on them and act like they and don't get robbed or nothing. You heard me? Now you gotta be a official nigga to do shit like this. You gotta really be able to put that fucking work in. You dig what I'm saying? That's some real gangster shit, man. That's what it is, man. That's how this shit is rocking. And this bitch chillin'. Oh, this is the lane. Look how the lane look. It's one little area. Everybody been in this bitch. People hustle, do their little thing. Have fun, kids play. They ain't got too much room to play, but they play though. You hear me? That's the lane.
Man, a lot of Southwest been really changed up, flipped upside down. And, you know, most people would think it ain't no more hoods left in Southwest, but it's a couple. You know what I'm saying? We're right here in James Creek right now. And we gonna ride through a couple more hoods, but it ain't a lot of dudes out here to really talk to. You know, a couple dudes, but not too many. Man, them white boys will knock your shit back loose. This Southeast, but this the Navy Yard, so it's all types of perceptions in Southeast. But you see what it is. They probably already got me on a walkie-talkie guy filming us. This, that, and the third. So they will knock your shit loose, baby. They will knock it loose, you hear me? Yeah, they protecting the daggone shit, man. Southeast. Yeah, we in Southeast, alright. We by the Navy Yard, right? Them boys I just showed you, they are trained killers to knock your shit loose. Now you can play and think you from the hood and you go hard, but them boys been trained by the government to take shit out. You see they sit outside that thing right there, that military bird, strapped up. I'm talking about 3 o'clock in the morning, a.m. It don't matter, they out there with them guns, man. They'll bust your head, boy. So stop thinking we all tough, man. You know what I mean? Because we ain't being nothing but tough to against people who we really need. We need one another. So we got to stop putting up that tough exterior to those that need us, man. We can empower them instead of bullying it and making them feel less than, because we feeling less than and being oppressed, you know? It's a science to it all. So let's come up out of that, man. I'm telling you, it's serious. But you see them boys right there? If you get out of line, I bet you won't none of y'all get out of line over here in this area, Navy Yard, and get to playing with your little guns over there by them dudes right there. Because you know what time it'll be. And that's all I'm trying to say. Let's start thinking, man. You know what I mean? They on patrol at all times, my man. Look at my man right there. He ain't playing. You understand? Look, they on patrol, man. Yeah, they on patrol. If you want to jump out there, get your head bust. He probably looking at me like I'm wrong. You know what I'm saying? But this definitely Southeast. You know what I mean? So it's a lot of perceptions about Southeast. And this Navy Yard area, hey, it's been pretty like, hey, almost look like Georgetown over here, huh? You follow what I'm saying? Almost looking like Georgetown, right? Yeah, man, so we about to get up on this journey, man. DC Cult, man. Yeah, we hitting the streets, champ. We definitely hitting the streets today. Yeah. Hope y'all enjoying what we doing out here, man. Because it's for the culture. This is for the culture, huh? Nah. They going back over there? I'm gonna grab this little footage and I'm coming.
Are you not registered about?
I might be, but I don't be doing it. I can try.
Have you registered when you got your ID? Or they asked you, do you want to register when you got an ID?
I don't know.
It's fine, it ain't gonna make it stuff. You making it hard for us.
I made it hard for a brother. I put the same all this stuff.
And then, so if he ain't registered, he got to fill out the little form, right? All right. You got it? Right. I need to get one from Nate, or you got it in your bag? You got it in your...
You can get one from...
Oh, no, now I feel what you were saying.
What they say?
You got that?
I said they won't let nobody solicit them.
trying to be on this, John?
No.
Oh, all right. Yeah, you need to vote. Vote my man Nate Brown. She look like she could have been like 16 now.
Yeah. We could just catch some people on Facebook and be like, look, link up with us. Yeah, I think we should do
Oh, use that social media? Oh, yeah. Like a pop-up. Like a pop-up.
About to be out there, yeah. It's about to be crazy. I'm talking about that place. Wow.
Yeah. You live in this building? No. You live in 1-6 period? I live in 1-7.
Get the kids, and then people about to come out though.
Yeah, that might be
This
best.
is hood. They about to come out, and we just need to be.
$1 or something, alright?
You told me on the thing, I'm talking about, please vote for my man. I'm putting for my dude.
Alright, right here.
I'm putting for my dude. Please vote for my man Nathan Brown over here with his first lady and his sister. God bless America. Get your fat ass in. We need to vote. If you can vote for Trump, you can vote for Nate. Thank you. Nathan Brown, sir. Mr. Brown. If you can vote for Trump, you can vote for my man Nathan Brown.
You can vote for Trump. Hey, that girl still got that slur. She couldn't say church to say girl.
I still can't say
Hey, we should always say church. You couldn't say church, but she couldn't say church.
That's all I know how to do is fight. That's it. That's it.
We going to nuts now.
Alright.
My baby mother right here. Shit. I'm about to have to probably bust that mood up. Hello? We still good. Hey, what's up?
Where your mom at, man? Please don't bring her out here.
Say it again.
Yeah, Nate, I need some drinks so I can put under my wig.
I got a lot of that.
Don't come out.
I got a lot of that.
All right, well, we was going to go. You getting there too, you said, right?
Yeah. All right, I'm going to see y'all.
We're going to come back to later, guys.
Where you at, though? Oh, nah.
Tell her it's Nate Brown. I'm running for councilman. Get this to her. Tell her I'm Lena Brown's son. Huh? Okay. All right. I'm gonna see you. All right. Now, yeah, something Baptist with the Fat Tip go right across the street, and then you know it's the church right there. Walker Jones, yeah. And the one across the street from Walker Jones on New Jersey, Bible Way. Yeah.
Ain't another church behind the red building?
Don't want about Lebanon. Yeah.
I said right here in Total.
I'm supposed to sat with them too, but we just did Bible Way just now.
Oh, and Yahweh, Bible Way.
Yeah. So that's 3 churches, man. I'm just trying to hit all of them on Sundays. I'm moving around, and some of them asking me to double up now and come back.
Church, we can't do that in the church.
I didn't, yeah, you know, they about that soliciting stuff. I ain't even tried. But he gave me a shout out though, and he was like, come back next Sunday. I got his card, hook up with him, call him and let him know we want to sit down and have a meeting so we could pull it off like that, you know what I'm saying? But all of them asked me to come back now, so now I got to double back with the 2 churches I just did before I go on into some more churches. But I got all the way to November though.
November?
Yeah.
You gotta get your name on the ballot now.
Exactly.
What you do with your dreads? You kept them?
Yeah, I got about 3 bags.
Look at your hair was always there.
Yeah, I got like 3 bags. Hey, we was we did Rosedale yesterday.
Rosedale?
Yeah, we did Rosedale. Whatever. We were supposed to go down Southwest, but man, hard work, man.
I seen y'all was around the way.
Yeah, we did around the way Friday, man. Everybody going on.
But the bottom line is that, yeah, they be like I bumped into a dude yesterday. He was like, man, he said, man, what you think about statehood? I say, look, man, this is what I told him. I said, right now, I haven't formed an opinion on statehood, okay?
You want statehood for DC?
Man.
Because you want our votes to count.
But think about this, though. You're
right now,
for the zoo. You'll be paying for the museum.
Us black people, you know, we make DC. You know what I'm saying? It's up to us for that change. You know what I'm saying? We don't see them other people. That shit start with us because it's happening to us. You understand? So that's what I look at. You know what I'm saying? We all stick together, man. We'll be a vicious, strong force, man. No hating, man. You hear me? So that shit, no relation. You hear me? Solid niggas only, man. That's a no.
Why is it important to know about politics?
Why is it important? Because you gotta know what's going on. You feel me? You can't be lost to this shit, man. You feel me? You gotta know what's going on at every point, at every time. You understand? You gotta stay focused, man. You gotta be 20 steps ahead of the next man. You know, 20 steps of the programs, all that shit, man. Because you know, this shit designed to fuck us over. So us as people, you feel me? Like you gotta really stand tall and know what you know. You know what I'm saying? So I learned that from the best, man. You hear me?
Corruption, the hypocrisy of democracy. Embezzlement, fraud. Just naming a few words that just pop out to keep it short. But yeah, and that's not to say that there aren't some positive people in politics that have been trying to make a difference and have made a change for the better or to try to make the best of a tough situation. But overall, the political climate in DC is tough because it's where all the decisions are made, but it's the region that it tends to give you a feel that cares the least as far as the system itself, not necessarily individual people within the system, because everybody in the system isn't bad, but overall the way the system is developed and designed, it's not towards caring for the people that it's supposed to serve. It's towards bigger business and big buildings, and they want to build everything to make it work for the people who own the corporations. They're not concerned about the neighborhoods and the people that live in them. They're not concerned about how building things up can help service the people who were living there before they got there. They just want to move all the people who were living there out, either put them in prison or they end up killing themselves because of the things that have been put in the communities, or they end up buying them out because a lot of people in our region are educated when it comes to business and finance and when it comes to understanding the laws of certain things and ramifications of them going along with or agreeing with things. And so they get sold a meal ticket, and then next thing you know, they sold their house that grandma and them worked and slaved their money for $107,000, and then they sell that same house back to somebody else who's not even from DC for $500,000 because they can afford it. Meanwhile, so and so who was living there, they pushed out further out in Maryland and never get the benefit from some of the built up things that were placed in there. And I think a large portion of that is due to the corrupt politics that exists within our region. It's important to know because then you know what you're up against. You can't make change in a system that you know nothing about. You can't make adjustments. You can't even fight against something that you know is corrupt if you don't know the inner workings of the corruption. Book called Art of War by Sun Tzu says that one of the ways that you are even able to overthrow your enemy is that you first have to know the strategies of your enemy by infiltrating the enemy's camp. So you can't infiltrate the camp of an enemy that you haven't studied. And that's not to say that people in this, all the individual people in the system are enemies, but the system at large, when it is not built and upheld in a way to service the people that live in the city, it in itself and the powers that be behind that who persist to permeate this corruption is the enemy.
What grade is it? What grade is it?
They have stores in our community. We've been here 20, 30, 40 years. We go in there, they looking at us suspiciously.
That's what I'm talking about.
She said he
How was your day?
Say what's up to the camera.
Say hi to the camera. Bye bye, baby.
Bye.
That's what y'all speak about, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, I'm gonna start there. You got to make sure, hey, so foundation is everything, man. Without a foundation, there's nothing, man. Foundation brings structure, man. That's where it all relies. But like a lot of people don't like to listen, and you can't make them listen. You know what I'm saying? They'd rather listen to somebody that they think knows something, man, opposed to somebody that really actually knows something, man. But like, man, everybody individuals, man. You can only try, man. And trying these days is hard, man. Dealing with these generations, man, it's hard. The shit that dribble down, man. You know what I'm saying? Shit getting better, but it's getting worse at the same token. You know what I'm saying? Like, they got way more outlets now than they had when I was growing up. You know what I'm saying? It's like I could sit right here and tell you I went through the protocol to see could you get a felony, you know what I'm saying, to sponge. That shit bogus, man. Them people send me on a wild goose chase, man, and sit down with somebody after searching them for 2 months, man, and going from people to people, man. I mean, like 5 different people, man. For them people to tell me, man, you can't make it happen. You can't get no felony expunge. You know what I'm saying? So, like, you get it expunged, you have to me. If I ever hear somebody say they get a felony expunged, they is hot. I went through that protocol, man, to get turned down, and you should already know why I went through that protocol. Because every job I tried to get, they shot me down. So if I ain't know you, I ain't getting no job. So you imagine the feeling, man. You know what I'm saying? But people don't want to hear it, but once you catch that case, you're dead, man.
Yeah.
People hold that shit against you, man. The rest of your life, I don't give a fuck what it is. And that's what we losing at.
Yeah, I think that's the hard part.
That's what we losing
grab
at.
the kids.
Because once you get locked up, you get that knowledge. But once you got the knowledge, you already got
Yeah,
the felony,
done.
man.
You can't do nothing with it. Yeah,
You know what
that's
I'm saying? They make you wait damn near 20 years to get a decent job, man. Shit ridiculous. Everything else pennies, man.
Oh, they give a job is hard labor.
That's why we got organized and take over and create our own jobs.
People gotta start dealing with their people and stop dealing with outsiders, man.
Well, that's the same principle. But that's the same principle in business. If you could sell weed or crack or dope, you could sell some goddamn toilet paper. You could sell soap. You could sell toothpaste. You could set up your own. You're right. But you got to change the way we think. But you got to change. That comes with changing the way we think.
Like if people was to support their people, we'd be better off.
But that's something we got to emphasize. But that's what we got to emphasize. Supporting each other, building each other up, stop killing each other. We got to support that, man, and promote that.
Yeah, facts.
We got to change what's cool. It ain't cool to be dumb.
None whatsoever. I got mine in jail.
We good. We killed that shit. We fucked them up. They think them niggas dumb as shit in the hood. No, we ain't.
This is my shit right here. Fuck with a lot of these niggas around this bitch, you heard me? They were talking like... Boy, you was looking sweet on that ground, boy. Hey, on my mother, you was looking sweet on that ground, boy. Shit. Congrats, nigga. What's up, baby? Shit. You know, like a gang shit, goon, nigga. You already know they in this bitch. Shit, landlord.
You want to smoke the 50 out?
Shit. You can do all that shit later on. You chilling out this bitch. You know what it is.
Who rocket gang?
Little DVD shit.
RP my nigga Blank D-Rock. My man D-Rock birthday today. Happy birthday too, so.
See, They would see this shit right here, like this the motherfucking lane right here. Like these niggas right here, they can tell y'all a lot more about this lane shit on how they really get down over this bitch than I can. You know, I'm affiliated behind them. You know, this they shit, you heard me? On some real gangster shit. You know, they tell y'all how they be chilling around this bitch, bottle popping, having fun, what they do in this bitch. And some of them, you know, like I said, most of us, all of us connected and shit, don't get it twisted in life. And we just, you know what I mean, everybody just had a home, this home for them. But they come with that bitch, you already know it is what it is, you heard me? That's just what it is in life.
Yeah. One time for the culture, y'all, you know, just, you know what I mean, put on for y'all shit. This is the little John about DC culture and shit. So, you know what I mean, just going around talking about what we've been through, you know what I'm saying? Because these motherfuckers try and erase this shit. You know, you see this shit going on. It's up to y'all, though. DC culture shit, you know, just because, you know, basically motherfuckers be trying to erase shit. Nah, I could just go ahead and ask y'all, man, what it was like growing up in the city. You know what I mean?
It was cool growing up out here, man. I mean, I like it. You know what I'm saying? It's all we know for real, so.
Shit lit.
Lit out here. So.
Chicken heads all over the place.
It's all out here and all that. Yeah. It's lit out here. As you can see, it gets stuffy sometimes, you know what I'm saying?
Let them know, hey,
It's stuffy sometimes.
give them that real Langston Lane life, you heard me? Because like I say, me personally, I can't really tell y'all about this whole fucking city in life. I can only tell y'all about Lynch Mob. You heard me? I can't really tell y'all about what goes on at Saratoga or what's the hottest spots in DC, you heard me? Because like I said, at the end of the day, you ask me, I'm gonna bring you to this place right where you already at. Cause that's all I know. Trenches. You feel what I'm saying? That's all I know out shit, you heard me? This is what made me who the fuck I am today, you heard me? And shit, they know, speak that lane shit. This they shit. You heard me? This they shit. So ain't nobody gonna really put on for the lane like these niggas gonna put on for the lane, you heard me? And that's what it is in life. Like I said, later on, we gonna be over that bitch. Be super lit. Bottles on deck.
Popping everywhere.
Kush on deck. Whatever y'all want, we want y'all with me for the day, so we gonna show y'all how the fuck we really get down in this bitch, you heard me? This is the beginning, y'all catching the working hours for real, with everybody be off, they, you know, getting dressed and hopping in the shower and all that shit. When it's fucking when the sun go down, that's when it really go down, you heard me? Real talk. The police know, they be parked around the corner, they know what's out.
Some nights don't even show up.
Yeah, you know, secret of light.
I was gonna say, oh boys, man.
It be so much motherfucker shooting right here. They don't know if it's a firework or not. You hear me? Real talking life, man. We just be really chilling, bro. That's some real gangster shit, bro. That's all we do. Where Henry Dove at?
In the house.
See, that's what I'm saying. See, niggas like him ain't even out shit yet. It's like the big homie. You hear me? So like I say, when this sun go down, it's gonna go down. I guarantee y'all that. Y'all catching the mellow side right now. You hear me? Y'all catching the real mellow side right now. Niggas
Chasing
coming
that
back
bag right now.
Chasing a bag. Niggas is coming back from graduations and doing their little thing in life. Cause see, motherfuckers always think like we ain't got no hope in this shit. Me personally, shit, look at me, shit. Bitch, I got an education and everything, and I've been dropped out of school. Can't call me a dummy. GD, buku trades, working like a motherfucker. After 10 years in prison, I'm still living life. You heard me? That's just what it is in life. You see real goons like him. We call this shit right here cobra thugging. When you got the tie on, and you got the fucking slacks on, and you got the fucking dress shoes on, you heard me? But it's a cold-blooded goon though. That's what I'm saying. We cobra thugging. Y'all don't even know about this shit. We been saying that shit before Jeezy to keep it gangster. I have anyway. I've been cobra thugging. You heard me? Real talk. You know what's out?
You dropping that shit. Hell yeah, we dropping that shit. I got some sheets in front of. I mean, that's because man, I turned this camera off real quick and shit.
Leave my man Dono alone. That's Dono. That's my man Dono for 30.
Really?
What's up? What's up, homie? What's up? How you? I ain't getting y'all, man. I know y'all like the
Corruption. I honestly, Muriel Bowser, I do not believe that she's competent to be in office. You know, I believe that personally, like in her personal life, you know, she's entitled to do the things that, you know, she wants, but her being liking the same gender, you know, adopting a baby, those things were brought to the forefront, but now she doesn't want to answer questions about the drastic spike in crimes in the district, murders in the district. Did you see her on her little, you know, the press conference? She wouldn't even answer any questions. I mean, it's like, I feel like with the government in DC, police, whatever may have you, these people are imposing their egos into the job these days, and it's not about that. You know what I'm saying? It's about helping other people, not because you're gonna mess with this man or mess with this person because they didn't speak to you or you feel like they carrying you. You can't do that. You know, right is right and wrong is wrong. And I feel like a lot of these in politics or, you know, with the police, whatever may have you, I believe that people are doing what they want to do. It's not about helping anyone. It's about everyone is being selfish with that.
Okay, so why is knowing about politics important?
I mean, my honest opinion, and it may sound ignorant, but this is my honest opinion. I don't involve myself too much in politics. I do inquire enough to know what's going on, to kind of shield and you know which way to go if something that's in my control goes wrong. You know what I mean? I can kind of divert certain things and maybe regroup and not be hit as hard. But honestly, they do what they want. We really don't have any type of structure. They know how to play us. Basically, we'll throw this over here and, you know, they'll fight and do whatever amongst themselves here while we're doing this. And by the time they realize we're gone, and they're still going to fight with each other over here about missing out on whatever may have you. So I just try to ensure that I make my money and take care of my kids and stay out the way. You know, politics has no place for me.
To keep it gangster on some real gangster shit. Like, I've been gone for 10 years and some change, you heard me, out the Fed. So the politics shit, ain't really into that shit, you heard me? But you gotta holler at some niggas around this bitch who was out this bitch and really know that shit. Like me, I ain't into that shit, so I don't really know, you hear me? I don't know what. I mean, they legalized like weed and shit like that, but other than that, you know, I don't even smoke weed, so I ain't even into that field, so I don't really know what the fuck is that all about, you hear me? But shit, I mean the minimum wage stepped up, I know about that. That got something to do with politics. I mean, the people who was really living that 9-to-5 life is important. But the street niggas like myself and hustlers, you know, we ain't really I ain't give a fuck who the president was. Keep it gangster. I ain't give a fuck who the mayor was. I ain't give a fuck about none of that, because at the end of the day, couldn't nobody stop me from getting money. How we getting money, you heard me? And that's just what it is in life.
So, you know what I'm saying? And and see, with politics, it's all about the education too. It's gonna stem always back to that education, because you gotta have them ideas. It starts with an idea, you know what I mean? But you gotta know what you want, and you gotta have that education to have that foundation. You know what I mean? You can't build a house on no bad foundation. If you have nothing solid to build it on, it's gonna always fall. So that's how it is in your life. And your education is your foundation. That's your cement to build your house on. So if you want to have a great life, you want to have that education. And don't get me wrong, it's some people that's living good lives out here, but they still was given some type of tools, where though they might not be the sharpest or smartest person, but they was given some tools to help them maneuver through this life and to have a comfortable and good life. So, you know what I mean? Just find out what you like and get educated on. You don't have to be a straight A student either, you know, but get educated, you know what I mean? That's a big thing. But we talk about the politics, so stay tuned, man. All right, peace. Got a little long-winded, but we out of here.
Jelly visit?
Yeah.
Yeah, this is the jelly visit for you.
We jugging, We in the kitchen, cooking. On the block, jugging. 100 rocks, we jugging. We jugging, we jugging. We in the kitchen, cooking. On the block, jugging. 100 rocks, we jugging. I got 30 pounds of loud in the trap house.
Another day in the struggle. Waking up and I'm feeling so ugly. Mad at this world that hates black girls and rapes black queens and kills black kings. And everybody else got justice, all except us. Mad at the RPG. Red for my blood, black for my peace, green for the grass underneath my feet. Mad cause they poison in the air I breathe, and the food I eat, and the fish and the sea, and the birds and the bees, and the fruit and the meat and the milk and the whole TV. See, I see mass insanity, and I'm battling for humanity. Dolphin whales and manatees, and young black minds with self-esteem, fighting not to go extinct. I hear them scream and I can't breathe. We drown our pain in drugs and drinks and disrespect for our own black queen. See, I'm mad